Here, let me... F5, save real quick. Oh. And things already want to kill me.
Oh, would you be a dear and help with these spoilings? Please?
Looks like she could use our help.
Okay, I just missed my second shot, lol.
Don't get too comfortable. More are on the way.
My blicky. Oh.
Oh, fantastic. People. I was about to lose my wits.
A mind's question. The dust of the Akita in her hair. She knocks. We would answer.
Okay.
You wouldn't happen to have a ladder on hand, would you?
What do you need a ladder for? Kai Marius, get this fine lady a ladder. What do you need a ladder for?
To climb, of course.
Yeah, but climb where, dipshit?
You're welcome to my shoulders.
There's a godless artifact just out of reach, and I must have it. But perhaps we don't need one. You're tall, striking, and well-toned.
No, thanks. It's true, you should touch my abdominal muscles, they ripple. You said something about the godless. What are you suggesting? Can we focus? What do you want? Are you flirting with me? Yeah, nah, it's true. You should touch my abdominal muscles. They ripple.
Do they really? Well, I wonder what other advantages godlikes come with. Maybe the three of you have experimented?
No.
I'll try anything twice. It's more of an animacy thing, isn't it?
What? So do you say boys should be experiment?
In any event, I already have a lover. He always carries a ladder.
Okay, well I don't have a
But,
ladder.
sadly, he's busy helping the Animancers in Fjord, and I need this vase now.
Okay. I think your vase is too high up for most ladders. Your lover doesn't happen to be the governor of Fjord. And I need skates. Pay up and we'll get your vase. I think your vase is too high for most ladders.
That doesn't excuse your lack of a ladder, dearie.
You're the one who
The
needs
vase
the
sits atop
vase.
that tower beside us, in the ruins there. And once you've got it, look me up. Yatsley, wizard extraordinaire, godless expert, and a Balrog in the bedroom.
Aren't you married?
Most interesting people.
Godless vase.
Andra's titties, you found it!
Andra's titties, whoa.
I tried using magic to get the vase down, but alas. Thankfully, you and your little friends came along and saved the day.
Yeah, we are pretty cool.
Excuse me. We're all bigger than you are, Nimdude.
I may be small, but my magic is not, I assure you.
Oh, really? I bet you can't perform Archimede's dazzling lights. Wait, you can have the vase if you tell me something about Fjord. It's not about the size, it's how you use it.
If you say so, darling. But I'd best pack up. I want to get home. I have a new artifact to study. Thank you for your help, godlike. Even if you didn't have a ladder.
What's your obsession with
That's
ladders?
something I hope never happens again.
I've got a few inches to spare if she changes her mind.
Hey, you and me both, guy. I don't know about a few, but we've got at least one. What do we have back here? Common sword. Notes. Torn out journal entry. I've had these dreams lately. I tried talking to the others. They think I'm insane. I'm not. There is something in the earth, in the island. I've spoken to animancers, watchers, and priests. No one understood. I have felt it. When no god answered my prayers, when I was without a single mercy, I felt it. The radiating heat of packed dirt and the cooling kiss of the wind. I'm not their champion. I'm not even the first to know them. I am an ant before the awe of infinity. Something is coming. Dark times, sick times. I will be with them when it happens. Tiniest margin closer to divinity. Divinity. The more I learn about all of this stuff, the more I think that whatever the talking tree thing is, it's not friendly. What the fuck are you? Why do you have a bell on you? What the fuck is this?
Why is it somehow worse?
As if people weren't hungry enough.
Yeah, those people are dead. Those are dead people. What the fuck? They've got dead people tending the crops? This is This is crazy. This is madness. They've got... Fuck's moving over here. I hear you. They've got, like, dead people, like, tending crops. I don't know, they made some quip about revenants, but I wasn't listening. Yoink. I'm in Grimoire of Greater Elements. I don't really need that. Ah, shit.
Oh no,
Silver? Oh. Oh, wow.
Another win. But whose counts?
Spoiled apple. I feel kind of bad. I feel like that person was like minding their own business and I just walked in and executed. My bad, gang. I don't know. They did. I mean, well, it's barred from the inside, so this person could have walked out at any point in time. So it's not even like they were locked in here. Alright, I'm gonna just deconstruct some of this shit. Fucking dude. Deconstruct. Now I'm under the weight limit. Alright. Where even is this place?
A godlike in Emerald Stair. Well, well, maybe our luck's improving.
Is it really? You're standing over a blighted corpse.
I'd offer to shake your hand, but I've been elbow deep in Beatrice all day.
Excuse me?
Beatrice, you know, the one with her viscera on display. As you can see, this is my reanimated corpse farm.
Oh, and what do you use for fertilizer? Other corpses?
I'm trying to demonstrate the value of undead labor. But of course, nothing is ever that simple.
They're using the undead for labor. Living farmlands might give you less trouble. Do they work for free? Honestly, though. Do they work for free?
They get 3 meals a day and a comfortable home. What more could they ask for?
Pay and workers' rights?
Miners in Solace don't have it that good.
Now, Beatrice, she's being a real problem, if you can believe it. Would you be a dear and reach into her guts? Feel around for anything that doesn't belong.
I'll tell you it doesn't belong in there, my hand. Nah, sure, why not?
That's the spirit. If Beatrice ate something that disagreed with her, the least I can do is keep it from spreading to the rest of the flock.
Well, I mean, I've already seen the inventory,
Make sure
so I
you
already
wash your
know
hands
that
after
there's a blighted crop in there.
I saw you reach into Beatrice. Find anything interesting?
Yeah. Yeah, what's with all the equipment around the farms?
We're animancers. Hooking up equipment and seeing what happens is what we do. You
I
see,
see.
the living lands is rich with essence, the energy of souls. We channel this energy into our fields. And that's why Emerald Stair is the breadbasket of the living lands.
There's something poetic about the idea of plants eating souls to survive. Creepy, but poetic.
But as you can see, we've been dealing with some irregularities.
Wait, so they're using souls, like people's souls, to power their farming equipment? That's fucking crazy. What?
Giata thinks so, and I trust Giata. Traditional farms depend on water, sunlight, and the mercy of insects. What you see here is no different. Animancy can change the world, but it's an uphill climb. People don't trust what they don't understand. Aha! So their blight got into my revenant and interfered with her raising. That confirms one of my theories.
Okay.
Not only is the Dream Scourge affecting our farms, it's disrupting animancy, unraveling our work. Sounds like I have more research ahead of me, but at least now I have a sense of direction. Thank you for getting your hands dirty on my behalf, godlike. You're a natural.
I dig through a lot of corpses. I thought everyone did.
Not really. But that's all right. You and I have something in common.
To me.
Ah, Ado. You've caught me at an unfortunate time. You wouldn't happen to be an animancer.
May have... Animancer? Never heard of such a thing. I may have dabbled at some point. Your unfortunate time. Absolutely not. Revenant's essence. It all smells of heresy.
I just need someone who can tame these damnable beings. If I have to chase down one more revenant, I'll lose my mind.
Can't be that far, can they? In your defense, I wouldn't want to catch a dead body either. You didn't think to put bells on them? You're the one who let them roam around. Yeah, in your defense, I wouldn't want to catch dead bodies either.
They can't even move fast, but I turn away for an instant and another one is gone. It wouldn't be so bad if I had any idea where they went. All I'm doing is wearing my shoes out.
You don't know where they went. We have to contain this before people panic. This sounds like a problem for Elia, not me. I'm sensing a request coming.
It's not like I enjoy imposing on you, but I'm afraid if I look for them, the rest will wander off. If Elia finds out, I'll never hear the end of it.
Appeal to her vanity, tell her only she can fix it. It'd work on me. Be honest, what did you do to offend her? Come on, is this feud worth losing your livelihood? I really shouldn't get involved. Do academics ever fight over anything? What is happening? Did I miss something? Did I miss... What? Who the fuck is Elia? Am I tripping? Is that the chick that I just talked to? Maybe I'm tripping, dog. I'm horrible with names. That might be the chick I just talked to, but I really don't know what the fuck's going on. Is this feud worth losing your livelihood? What are we talking about? What feud? What feud are we talking about? Appeal to her vanity? I don't... What is happening? What is happening? I am so unbelievably lost. I am so unbelievably lost. What? Did I miss something in this dialogue tree that I need someone who can tame these beasts. I have to chase another one down. If anywhere, all I'm doing is wearing my shoes out. I saw like enjoying poison, but I'm afraid of looking for the rest one. Ilya, I don't know this chick. Well, what'd you do to offend her?
She wouldn't push her research far enough. She wasn't willing to take risks.
Whatever you all are doing, it's clearly working wonders so far.
And how's that risk-taking working out for you?
You know, maybe there is something. Maybe I know where they went. I've caught them trying to shamble off to the nearby lake before. Revenants aren't very bright. That can't be a coincidence. They must be attracted to something. It could even have power over them.
Okay. Sure, man. Controlling the dead? Now I have to know more.
I was hoping you'd say that. Oh, and if you find something, I'd be grateful if you brought it here. I want to see whether it leads the surviving revenants back.
I don't know what to do. I just don't think they're gonna stop.
When did the Rangers start taking the Zarib side?
Rangers? Why the Rangers side with Zarubs? Having Zarub trouble? Relax, refuse to believe the Rangers are aligned with... I don't know who the Rangers are.
You could say that. We have had some of the finest animantic farming equipment available until Zarups came and destroyed it.
Okay.
I spoke to the Rangers about it, but they say the Zarups aren't acting aggressive or killing anyone, so there isn't much they can do.
That's odd. Why would Zarups attack equipment and not just continue the raid?
Breaking machinery sounds aggressive to me. Yeah, honestly. Maybe we can do something about it. Makes sense the Rangers can't go after every Zarp that breaks something.
Exactly.
It sounds
I
aggressive to me.
tracked them and got as close to their camp as I could. I know they knew I was there, but they just didn't seem to care.
They're up to something, I know it. I just don't know what.
Maybe we can do something about it? Yeah, maybe we can do something about
Finally,
it.
someone with a little backbone.
The Zarops have made camp in the swamp to the northwest. I'd say be careful, but my guess is they won't attack you unless you give them a reason.
I mean, they attacked your
Just
stuff.
go check it out. Let me know what you find. I'll let the Rangers know once the Zarops are no longer a threat. Gods go with you, my friend.
Thanks. Let me guess. This is off in the middle of bumfuck nowhere? Yeah, it is.
I can't believe my eyes. A true godlike. And in such good shape.
I feel like I've seen this.
Please, excuse us.
You're named characters. You should have a quest for me. That's how that works. Named characters have quests. Okay, where am I on the map? Why is it this? Why is this so fast? What the fuck? Is this? Wait, there's no way. There's no way this is FPS based, right? Okay, wait, hold on. Hold on. There's no way. Okay, if we limit this back to like 60. Hold on. Ah, that's the wrong thing. Let's say we limit this to 60, right? I don't know. I mean, there's spice here. Nothing here. I see plenty here. Plenty of stuff to take. I have Rimguard just standing here. What's up, Sally? Sally?
What do I tell Sovia? What do I tell the children? It's not bad enough that their mother a little earlier and you'd have beaten the other bandits to my crops. But I guess that's on you, isn't it?
But I'm not a bandit. Why don't you tell me what you lost instead of insulting me? Yeah, why don't you tell me what you lost instead of
I left
insulting
the whole
me?
pile right here. Enough food, good food, safe food to get us through the next few months. I went inside just for a moment. The bandits took everything. This was probably her last harvest. There's not a damn thing left to eat.
Yeah, maybe I can find them. What do they look like?
Thieves. They're not from around here, I know that. They had a few elves among them. I've got no problem with elves, but they looked rough. Like they weren't civilized. You know, bandits.
Okay. Is something else wrong at this farm?
What? No. We're fine. No smuggling, no dream scourge. What are you implying?
I'm not implying shit. Yeah, that's a pretty specific
Now
denial.
you're not making sense. If you want something, out with it.
Okay. What's the point of having... Alright, bro. If I can help, I'd like to.
Not you two. Gods. Eh? What do I have to lose? My wife. She's sick. Not a dream troll. Just sick. We've known for a while now. But treatment is expensive. There's not enough to go around.
How expensive?
I thought if she could eat well for whatever time she had left, she'd be more comfortable. And now, it's gone. There. Are you happy?
How expensive? Yeah.
It's weeping fever. A rose draught would clear her up. But good luck finding any to spare. When they ran away, I saw them following the river north. They're probably hiding up there, waiting to steal from someone else. You come back with my crops, and I'll give you whatever I can. You can't put a price on survival.
Right. Oh. Hello.
The Emperor's envoy. Inquisitor Ludwig said you might be heading this way.
Yeah, and who are you?
Captain Alfair of the Steel Garrote. If you're here to speak with Vidaro, I'm afraid you'll find the governor is quite beyond reason. These Valians and their love of animancy.
Metaphysically speaking, it's unlikely that animancers are causing this plague. Animancy is dangerous. We need to rule it out as a factor in this plague. Practice diplomacy should be left to diplomats, Captain. I suppose the aliens don't like adherents telling them their own business. Yeah, perhaps you should let the diplomacy. I'm a diplomat.
Fair enough, envoy. Talk to the man all you'd like. When diplomacy fails, the Steel Garrote will be ready to ensure the safety of adherent interests.
Stare quizzically.
We all have our part to play, envoy. Until later.
What's up, buddy?
Look out for her, Fidelio. How hard could that have been?
Can I help you?
If I could help myself, do you think I'd be in here?
All right, buddy.
I don't mean that. I have a lot on my plate.
I've got time. What's up?
My 2 youngest rangers were supposed to report back from their rounds. I assumed they'd turn up. But it's been 3 days now. They're still not here.
They're probably dead. If you need them found, I'm here.
Brasilia. Their names are Belena and Adalaro. I doubt they'll be apart.
Okay.
They were good rangers once. But since they've caught each other's eye, all they do is sneak off to,
Dip the pen in the inkwell.
I wouldn't have put it that way, but all right.
Well, there's worse places to make the four-legged beast. I promise you that.
New recruits running off with each other? Oh man, this brings me back.
Anyway, I never thought I had any cause for concern. They always found their way back eventually, but they haven't this time. They're out there, all alone, and they could be in danger, and I...
These two are more than just subordinates to you, aren't they? Yeah.
Malena's father and I were comrades in arms years ago. When she enlisted, I swore I'd try to keep her safe. That was all. I couldn't even do that.
Man, you sound like a fucking failure. I'm sure a bear's eaten them by now. And you're here drowning your sorrows, some leader.
Look at this place. Sinkholes to the left, bad crops to the right. Everyone here is exhausted. This is the first rest I've had in days. Meanwhile, the Animancers and Vidaro fiddle with their experiments. But that's no concern of ours until my rangers come home. The last time I saw them, I sent them to patrol the northern riverbed. If you go that way, please, keep an eye out for them. I'm losing my mind in here.
How can you ignore what's right in front of you? The Dream Scourge is here, in the soil, and it's killing us. Oh my goodness. Are you a godlike?
Yes. Elminster Aramar, at your service.
Charmed. Forgive me for staring. It's just, we don't see many of your kind anymore.
My kind? What do you mean by that?
You can talk some sense into our governor. Put the fear of the gods in him.
Tempers are high, but I don't see any assassins. Yet.
Excuse me, but unless you have official business, I'll thank you not to involve yourself in our private discussion.
Private? You're having this in the middle of a public street. Yeah, I'm the fucking... Excuse me, but I'm talking to this captivating young lady. Yeah, private discussion? You're arguing in the middle of town.
We have Giata to thank for that.
As you can see, I was just proving a point to our esteemed governor.
A cart full of spoiled vegetables. You call that a point?
Ha! Emerald Stair used to be a lush garden for miles around, and now I don't even recognize it. First came the invasive species, roots and mycelium growing overnight, as though nature itself had gone mad. The Dream Scourge has twisted our lands, our wildlife, and now, our farms.
The deeper go into the living lands, the worse this gets. Yeah, pretty much. But that is why I'm here.
Then there's no time to waste arguing with bureaucrats.
We definitely agree on that.
I believe that we can restore the land, bring back its soul and its sanity, cut off the dream scourge at the root. Our governor would rather ignore the problem. He doesn't trust animancy as his father did.
I thought animancers leapt at bold experimentation, but you do. What would it take for you to fix this? It's difficult to ignore dying farms once you start starving. I mean, true. It is difficult to ignore dying farms once you start starving.
As usual, Giatta never misses a chance to slander me. I don't ignore her concerns, only her methods.
And you still do nothing. Before we can deal with the Dream Scourge, we first need to understand it. Unfortunately, new experiments have to go through him.
Once again, bureaucracy stands in the way of getting things done.
Don't disagree.
I'm just trying to stop Giatta from hurting herself. Animancy is dangerous when you're shooting in the dark.
Let me take her off your hands. I'll make sure nothing goes wrong.
I see you're unfamiliar with animancy. You don't appreciate just how dangerous that could be.
I'm the fucking envoy.
Are you going to tell him about your family's basement? Or should I?
How dare you use that against me?
I know it was an accident, but look what it cost you. We can't let it happen again.
While we argue among ourselves, the Dream Scourge is tearing the living lands apart. Tearing our people apart.
If we work together, I wouldn't stand between you and your ambitions. Maybe we can solve the Dream Scourge rationally, let cooler heads prevail. I share the governor's doubts, but you're right, we can't afford to delay. What was that about your family embracement? If we worked together, I wouldn't stand between you and your ambitions. Maybe we can solve the Dream Scourge rationally, let cooler heads prevail. Yeah, I don't know. Let's work through this rationally.
Then we'd better do it somewhere else. Well, Governor, looks like I'm taking some time away from my duties. I'll trouble you no more.
Your request is denied, Giatta.
I wasn't asking.
Your responsibilities are to the settlement. Turning away from them sets a precedent that I cannot allow.
Everything I have proposed has been for Fior, and you still refuse to cooperate. Under the circumstances, I don't have much of a choice.
Then neither do I. Giatta Castel, from this day forth, you are banished from Fior Messiverno.
Whoa, you're banishing her for that?
What?
Ignacy, we can't lose our brightest animancer in the middle of a crisis.
Your pupil has gone too far, Quilici. Take her and leave. You're still a guest in my town, but to us, Giatta is an outcast.
I'm making a mistake, homie.
Perhaps, but I can't just let her continue to poison the minds of my animancers.
All right,
they aren't
buddy.
your animancers. Your father understood that.
Don't bother, old man. He isn't his father. I've done all I can for Fior Messiverno. But you haven't even tried. Now limp back to your giant house like a good dog. We should talk somewhere private. Meet me at my house due west by the workshop.
Due west by the workshop? You mean like 5 feet that way? Why don't I just walk over there with...
Another mouth to feed. Maybe we'll need to let Kai hunt more after all.
Marius, if I'm only allowed 2 quest members, you're staying home. Also, this guy just opened his house, so I'm gonna plunder it.
Is this the governor's mother? Blessed a shame.
Ah, shit, homie. Yo, your mom's dying from the Dream Scourge. Letter to my son. Ignacy, I wrote this in a rare moment of clarity. Before he left us, your father was a proud, stubborn, wonderful man. Let me offer you a word of advice on his behalf. Those who rule with power are destined to be overthrown by power. Those who rule with heart are destined to be cherished long after they are gone. I can feel the fog drifting back over my thoughts. Goodbye, Ignacy. Hopefully not for long. Your mother, Estelle. Shimmering greens, gnashing teeth, chew through the dirt. Where are my hands, Ignacy? Where are my hands? My hands, my hands, my hands. Yo, your mom's dying from the dream scourge, and you've sworn up and down that she's like dream scourge doesn't exist? Are you lucid? Hello?
No darkness. Only color.
Can I tell him his mom's dying from the dream scourge and like we might have to put her down because she could it's like rabies, bro. You gotta put her down. Hey Ignacy, bro, your mom's dying and it's due to the dream scourge.
I'm sorry you had to witness that spectacle. Whatever you may think of us.
I can't tell him that his mom.
Unpredictable,
Okay.
and animancy is our best chance at getting it under control. But what Giatta wishes to do is more dangerous by far than what she's trying to solve. Quilici wants us panicking over what he can't even prove.
Your mom has it.
Emerald Stare. It's that old man and his fear-mongering. Don't waste your time on him.
Bro, your mom is downstairs in her bedroom dying from the dream scourge. And you're sitting here denying it. Like, what? And I can't even tell him. Like, I can't even tell him that his mom is dying from the dream scourge. It feels like kind of a missed writing thing.
He reminds me of a lieutenant I served under. Led us into a trap because he wouldn't admit his maps were wrong.
Yeah, Kai.
If there's nothing more...
Did you know Elder Rosanna is leaving food out for the deceased? Yeah, why is your mother locked up in the bedroom?
I heard someone snooping about. And you have the gall to confront me like
She's
a
dying she's dying from the dream
this
scourge.
conversation is over.
She's dying from this dream scourge.
That is not a topic for discussion.
I know she has
I
it.
hear no more of this. You go about your business, and I'll go about mine.
I'm sorry you had to see that. What an asshole.
Giatta, some manners, if you please.
I thought she was being polite.
We're on the verge of extinction, but our governor is too busy protecting his fragile ego.
He must have his reasons. He's focusing on the wrong problems, that's for certain. Then why didn't anyone speak up with you? He's focusing on the wrong problems,
What
that's
does
for
he
certain.
know? He isn't even an animancer.
You did challenge his authority.
I know, but... curses. Without Fior Messiverno, I'm hardly even an animancer. My tools, the workshop, all gone.
You stuck to your principles, that's what matters. Can we still fight the Dream Scourge? I'm sorry about your exile, Giada. You're better off without the governor controlling you. Oh, you stuck to your principles, G.
I wish I could take credit for Giatta's stubbornness, but she learned that on her own.
Thanks, old man. At least now I'm free to study whatever I want. On my terms. The Dream Scourge has been a thorn in my side for too long.
Talk like you have a vendetta against it. Once you've cured it, what's next for you? Yeah, how so?
I have plans for this island, and they don't involve the Dream Scourge. But that's a story for another day.
Your parents would be proud to see such tenacity.
Anyway, listen to us babble. Let's talk about you. I never expected to see a Nadiran envoy here. You've got a lot of guts showing your face in a town full of animancers.
I've worked with animancers before from a safe distance. Well, I'm looking forward to working with you. Not everyone in Adir hates animancy. If we can stop the Dream Scourge, I'm willing to look past my biases. I've worked with animancers before from a safe distance. Well, I'm looking forward to working. Yeah, I'm looking forward to working with you.
Likewise. They should be educational for us both. Our first order of business is the Dream Scourge, but I'm also curious about you. There aren't many godlike left these days.
You think there might be a connection? As people keep reminding me. You're looking for me as though I'm some kind of experiment. Yeah, as people keep reminding me.
Sorry. I only bring it up because Anamancy might offer us some insight into your nature. Keep an open mind. While I pack up my belongings, you can help me by...
I'll let her finish.
I don't even know. I just realized this is the end. I have to leave your Miss Iverno. Forever.
Take all the time you need to think it over. Nothing ends. Think of this as a new beginning with new friends. For God's sakes, Colossi, say something encouraging to your pupil. We don't have time for this. Nothing ends. Think of this as a new beginning with new friends.
Some people don't find out who they really are until they leave home.
You'll be all right. My advice, find a good tavern and learn how to prepare squirrel over an open flame.
Maybe if I focus on what I have gained, I can learn to accept everything I've lost. When it comes to the Dream Scourge, we haven't been allowed to acknowledge the problem, much less act on a solution. Today, that changes. I need help from the Animancers around town, but as you can see, I'm an outcast.
So it's a professional consultation we're after. I can handle that. Yeah.
Glad to hear it. Your education should come in handy. Monto Pastor is in the workshop due west. He's got an invention that can help us. Elia Rossell is an authority on the undead. Her methods are controversial, but useful. She lives in a cottage southeast of town. And then there's Yvette and Remy, our philosophers. You'll find them at the docks, southeast of Fjord.
So I have already
Each
talked
of
to
them
those,
owes me
so
a
they
favor.
are.
Drop my name, and they'll tell you what they know about the Dream Scourge.
Yeah, so what's your theory?
I'd rather not speculate until we have more data. If you have questions, I'm sure the others can answer them. We're about to make history. But first, research.
What the hell is this place?
Found the machine.
This is an Animancy workshop? Animancy equipment? Mason a dragon heart. Oh, what's up, buddy?
Oh, I heard there was a new arrival, but I didn't expect a godlike. Welcome to our modest workshop.
Sure. Yada and I are investigating the Dream Scourge. What do you know about metaphysical anomalies in the living lambs? This place is hardly modest. It's incredible. Explain for a curious outsider. Yada and I are investigating the Dream Scourge.
What a loss. I owe that young woman more than I could ever repay. Unfortunately, I cannot do a lick of research while my equipment is underpowered and overworked.
Yeah, maybe I can help you fix it.
A novel idea, that. What I need is a stronger power source.
Battery of grimoires? You're an animancer, can't you just animance one? A battery of
Grimoires can hold intense power, but not for long. Besides, grimoires require a wizard to draw in essence. It's too dangerous at this scale. Oh, wait. One of our rangers reported that an Adragon recently died in a western grove.
Adragon? Is it just dragon? They're bound to an Adra pillar. They defend their home pillars until death against encroaching civilization, explorers, or anyone they perceive to be a threat. Okay. At the risk of stating the obvious, we're standing in front of a massive Adra pillar. Yeah.
Indeed, but that well is almost dry. I need more. An Adragon's heart can hold an immense amount of essence. The grove is to the west across the chasm. You can't miss it. The rangers say a Delamgon queen holds court there. You may be able to retrieve it without violence, but most Delamgon in these parts are hostile to Keith. So you can understand why none of us went rushing over there to find it when we heard the Adragon had died. Still, Delamgon queens can be reasoned with, so if you want to get the heart peacefully, try not to kill her guards. Do be careful. Emerald Stair is not itself these days.
And I'm dreaming again.
The Adra stirs, a crackle of light in a withered field.
Back for more. Are we going to make these dreams a habit? Don't you have better things to do? Back for more?
Bars stifle us. We cannot recall when last we spoke.
Not that long ago.
Hollow faces in a line. What has come of this place?
The situation in Fiora is dire. Someone needs to help them. Honestly, I'm amazed Fiora survived as long as it has. Fiora is a mess. This is what comes of incompetent leadership. Yeah, we need to help them.
A hand of generosity, or a gauntlet of steel. We feel them. They bend and hone the essence of the earth. They draw from our veins like a well. What are these rituals?
Finally, a metaphysical topic I can teach you about. It's called animancy. They worship at the altar of progress. You're better off not knowing. Finally, a metaphysical topic I can teach you about.
Eons have passed. We do not recognize these strange machines. A harvest grows. The dead rise. What do they hope to achieve?
They want to heal souls. They want to learn the secrets of life and death. They're trying to influence nature. They want to harness power that Kith shouldn't have. I don't know. What do they hope to achieve? I don't know. They want to harden. Honestly, maybe they might call me a boomer, but I think animancy's kind of whack. But if we need it to figure out this whole dream skirt shit, then I'm here for it. But I really don't think we should be fucking with it, so I'm picking this.
Touch the flame and see. They build walls in their hearts. Why do they not share what they make?
Animancy is illegal in Adir. Animancy is misunderstood. Many people don't trust animancers. The world isn't ready for them. Many people don't trust them. And it's also illegal in Adir.
The hound cannot recognize itself. It growls at its own reflection. Should we fear it too?
Should you fear it too? Anything that can improve people's lives is worth the risk. No knowledge is good or evil. What matters is how we use it. They can fight essence all they want, but I'm not sure they'll win. It's a threat to the natural order. It has to be controlled. No knowledge is good or evil. What matters is how we use it.
Fire that burns the forest feeds the soil with its ash. We have learned much. Dream of soaring wings in your repose.
Envoy, a pleasure as always.
Yeah, Gianna wants your help.
Giatta Castel wants my professional opinion. What an honor. I have a few theories, but no firm conclusions. I have to ask, is it true? Did Vidaro kick her out of town?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, banished was the word he used. Yeah.
That's our governor for you. Self-righteous even in his own ignorance. Very well. I'll tell you what I know about the Dream Scourge. But first, I need some help around the farm.
Of course you do.
I'm up to my ears in chores around here, and the Revenants can only do so much. They can't do complicated tasks, you see. Anyway, I'm afraid the time has come to put down poor Silvo.
Yeah, if you're talking about the Revenant in your barn, I already killed him.
You did? That was quick.
Yeah, it was kind of an
Poor
accident.
Silvo. He was a bright young Revenant, but a very old man. Thank you for giving him peace.
Yeah, you promised me answers.
So, the Dream Scourge. I've been keeping an eye on the readings from my fields. This plague, as we know it, is a recent development. But I believe whatever causes it is older by far. Maybe even as old as the living lands. The exotic plants and animals, the twisted landscape, the Dream Scourge. They have a common ancestor. There's something about the essence in the living lands that's different from anywhere else I've seen.
You haven't shared these findings with anyone. Some of your colleagues must have arrived at the same conclusion. We need to find the source of the difference if there's any hope of stopping it. Yeah, some of your colleagues should have figured
It's
this out,
possible,
right?
but we don't share research if we can avoid it. That's one of the reasons I moved out here. The other reason being my corpses. They don't enjoy living behind walls, if you can call it living. Not to get too superstitious, but in these troubled times, the arrival of a godlike is no coincidence. You are meant to be here. Toward what end, only you can say.
Fascinating. I'm sure Giada will be interested to hear this. I'm a bit skeptical and thank you for your insight. In other words, you don't know anything. Yeah, what if there's an entity with an entity tethered to my soul?
Seems a little far-fetched. Then again, what isn't these days? You're a godlike, so anything is possible. Perhaps your nature will grant you more answers.
Fascinating.
Well, I'm happy to give her some good... You and Giata are going to shake things up. Remy, look what I found. A genuine godlike.
I've already been here.
Do you think they can hear us?
Let's find out. Hello, me, Yvette. You friend?
Should I put a bullet in these people? Yeah. Do you realize I understand it
Remy,
perfectly?
take a note. Fluent speech and upright posture show marks of sophistication in the endangered godlike.
I just might
We
pop a
heard that
cap in these
Giada partnered
idiots.
up with an outsider, but I had no idea you were a godlike. Fascinating.
Truly. Yeah, whatever. Tell me about
I
the dream
suppose we
scourge.
owe her a favor. Or two.
Giata must have sent you to be our test subject. She knows how we adore
If you
your
fucking touch me, I will
Satisfy our
slaughter your
curiosity
whole
and we'll give you
bloodline.
everything Giata needs to finish her research. Deal?
She said you owe her. Whatever, man. He's like, oh yeah, name drop me and they'll tell you everything you know. So I'd name drop her and they're like, yeah, let us fuck with you a little bit and then we'll tell you what we know. What do you want
We
from
want to know about the godlike, of course. You're the first one we've encountered in the wild.
Let's begin the examination. If you could choose, who or what would you be in your next life?
A
Next
plant.
time you go around the wheel, you might not get so lucky.
Lucky, you think I'm lucky? I don't know, I guess I like some kind of mushroom.
Ooh, good answer.
My turn. Some would call you blessed. Others would call you cursed. The fact remains, you were touched by the gods. Wouldn't you say that you owe something to the rest of us?
Fuck no. I wasn't born to be your savior.
Weren't you?
Oh, I thought of another. We all know that godlike can't reproduce. How do you plan on leaving a legacy after you're gone?
I plan on killing a whole fuckload of people. Hopefully people remember me in the ways I've touched their lives. There are many ways to leave this legacy, and mine are none of your business. These are the worst questions I've ever heard. Godlike can't reproduce. That explains a few things. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, there's no reason to be rude.
Yeah, there
I think
is.
that covers everything. Thank you for that brilliant
So, Giata wants to know all about the Dream Scourge. Do you want the good news or the bad?
Both. I want the two of you to stop practicing animancy forever. I don't know, man. You
The
get
Dream
news.
Scourge is proof that an unprecedented metaphysical disaster can take place at any time.
Okay.
Oh, that's a load off my mind. Sure beats not constantly worrying about the future.
Sure, Marius.
How's that good news?
Giata will be interested to learn that the Dream Scourge cannot just be studied in a lab. Its nature is wild, so it has to be studied in the wild. Our machines and experiments would meddle with it too much.
And like anything affecting the soul, it must be connected to essence. Thus, if she wishes to discover more about the Dream Scourge, a pillar of Adra would be a good place to start.
Well, those things are fucking everywhere, so... assume not just any pillar would do, because nothing is ever that simple. Ilya believes the Dream Scourge and living lands have a common ancestor. What do I do the entity tethered to my soul?
An entity, you say? If this entity is your patron, that's all perfectly natural. But if it's something else, with enough essence and a capable animancer, perhaps you could trace this tether back to its source.
Right, and with a little fresh soccer, you can follow an ogre back to its lair. Still wouldn't recommend it.
You're fucking party pooper.
Just be careful that your tether doesn't snap back and kill you in the process.
Now that we've researched the mind of a godlike, the next step...
What'll happen? Electric lily seed? Okay. Weird place for there to be electric lilies.
Hail, godlike. Come, indulge me. For you, a trial. Defeat my champion and claim the reward. Those before you.
Okay. Keep coming. Oh my god, there's a lot of them.
They won't get
Like, that still hits me though. It's like crazy. Like, I can't block that. Oh, they had a chancer? Fucking explains things.
Done. The prize is yours. Your business complete.
another win, but who's counting?
Jesus, dude. Wow, that was a fucking fight and a half. Prize is mine. Horse cutter. A unique two-handed weapon. I'll check what it does in a second. I need this, so thank you. Oh, there's even something up here. Something for my troubles. Alright. Wow, that was actually tough. Almost died, like, multiple times. Horse cutter. Full combo attack deals high stun. Hits deal plus 10% bonus bleed damage. Horse cutting strokes. I'm gonna just see how it looks, you know? Oh. It's just covered in blood. Jeez, in every cut. These are fucking blood trail. That's fucking crazy. That's crazy. What the fuck?
Could we not just...
Oh. I have to travel into the ruins themselves. Husband, father. Okay. It's a fucking massive thing of Audra here. take that health potion, especially after what I just went through. That sure as shit need the money.
I failed you, my lord.
Yeah, the essence potions aren't really as useful right now. Whatever, what's up, buddy?
Please, my friend. You can take what you want from the shrine. Just don't break anything.
I'm not here to rob you.
So he was working alone. Forgive me. These are difficult times for a man of faith. While I was at prayer, a bandit held a knife to my throat and stole the reliquary of Saint Widwin. Just look at me. Gods, I'm still shaking.
Are they Widwin of the 8th vessel during the Saints' War? Where did they go? We can't let them get away with it. Bandits. I read the... Sure, bro.
He was. The war ended years ago, yet still the scars remain. Maybe the gods have abandoned the living lands. Or maybe they've abandoned me.
Why not both? Where should the bandit go? I really want to watch Fistons on our own.
You'll pardon me if I don't find... He fled west into the wilderness. There's nothing there but a Delumgan glade. If you find him, please, no more.
What's an atheist priest doing out here anyway?
Most of my faithful brethren became acolytes of Berith, but she is not the... This is where souls return to the living.
Sure. I don't know. Oh, man.
May the light shine on you. May it shine on the thief as well.
Look out for damp flies. They'll drink you dry down there.
Drink me dry down? Okay. Can I... Well, I can't get... Okay. Something up there, I guess. Guessing that's the way forward, so naturally we go in here and see what's in here. Wow, I'm a fucking genius. Ring of the Founder, Idol of Secret Hatred.
This poor guy looks like he was important. This is definitely part of some bigger thing we shouldn't mess with. So let's go find the rest of it.
Finally leaving the Republics, I never thought I would convince so many to join the bitter Scanate Crusade, but it seems I do not grind my axe alone. Best of their animators have been I have a son? Okay, cool. Your Messerino is thriving beyond my wildest dreams. Ignacy is healthy, as is Estel. Living lands will always be the frontier to me, but this island is his homeland, his birthright. How could I ask him to leave? The settlement practically runs itself these days. I have some ceremonial authority over the animators, but I often choose not to wield it. They have big plans for Fior Messerino agriculture. I will not get in their way. My restless wanderings, I found a cave that leads into some precursor ruins. The isolation, the quiet, and my oldest friends. I no longer dream of the Sangreta Ducala. Still understand. Someday Ignacy will too. This is Ignacy's father? It's been some time since I had penned my thoughts. 28-23. This is like almost 30 years later. Almost 30 years later. Resentful Scanate who sets sail for the living lands is dead. A tired, content old man has taken his place, and yet Skeen is never far from my thoughts. Not as a skinless force of terror, but as a catalyst of change, an upsetter of norms. Here in the wilderness, I think I have found more communion with the effigy than I ever did in my defiance. Ignacy is a good man. I have no reservations about leaving Fjormus of Breno. My legacy is his capable hands. I must rest. This is that guy's fucking father. Just dead. I can't even bring him like his journal, you know? Like